Erosa versus Steven Peterson.
Yes, sir.
Interesting one.
Steven Peterson had that fucking crazy knockout back in 2019, if you remember that, over Martin Bravo.
Which one was that?
It was a spinning back fist. It was sick.
Oh wow. Okay, cool. I do.
He just slept him with it. It was dope. But I can't. Hang on. Give me 1 second. Where the fuck is it? All right, I lost it. But anyway, he's taking on Julian Erosa, Juicy J. I'm always surprised that he's 32 years old, you know?
Why, you think he's older?
I thought he was younger.
Oh, you thought he was younger. Oh,
Yeah.
he's been
But
around
then
a
I'm like,
while.
he's been in the UFC for a while, you
Yeah,
know?
he has been.
He's had at least 10 UFC fights, I'd say.
Yeah, he's definitely floated under the radar because he definitely got better recently too. That's also probably why he's
Oh yeah, facts.
definitely better.
Julian Erosa's nice though. Like he could kind of do his thing everywhere. He kind of got pieced. He got dropped by Charles Jourdain
He gets dropped
in
by everyone, bro.
yeah, he gets dropped but just comes back.
Yeah.
You know?
How many times is that gonna work?
I don't know. But he was able to knock out Nate Landwehr in under a minute. But he did get knocked out by Sung Woo Choi. But I don't think Steven Peterson is that high. Like I don't have Steven Peterson up that high. I like Juicy J. I think that he's able to take the fight probably down to the ground too. He's just gonna avoid the power from Peterson, but Peterson, he did have that one knockout in his last fight, but his last finish before that was 2017. So this guy goes to a decision a good amount of the time. Like, you want to think about it analytically, it's just like the chances of a knock. Like, if he has one, two, three, four, I think it's like 6 fights. He's finished one out of his last 6 fights. He's lost a couple in there by decision as well. But the chances of him finishing it aren't that strong. I mean, I know Juicy J is a little chinny because he gets dropped. It seems like every fight, like you said. But I like his well-roundedness, and I think that he's just going to be able to kind of do his thing. He's just got to avoid getting dropped. But I think he's able to do that. He's going to avoid getting dropped, and he's going to probably ride out a decision, maybe a submission.
Yeah, this one was pretty tough for me, honestly, just because I
Yeah,
can't really trust Julian Erosa.
neither can I. That's my biggest issue with
Yeah.
this.
He joined the UFC in 2015. Was KO TKO'd in half of his first 6 fights in the UFC. Then recently he got his shit kind of together. He's got a couple wins over some pretty good names too: Sean Woodson, Nate Landwehr, Charles Jourdain. His chin is just so glass. He's been knocked down in 4 of his last 5 fights. He does get back up for the most part, but it's hard to bet on anyone with that stat line. And but he has looked a lot better. I will say that. Taking on Steven Peterson, 3-2 in his last 5. You texted Dan. Most recently, coming off a decision
Turning.
win over Chase Hooper, who we learned just isn't quite there yet. Very green. Chase Hooper got a lot of growing to do. Erosa has very well-rounded game. Brown belt in BJJ, green white band in Muay Thai. Isn't great, but in either part of the game. But he's good at multiple disciplines. Unlike Erosa, he's tough and he's got a good chin. Hasn't been finished in any of his 4 UFC fights. I think Erosa has the advantage on the feet in this one, but Peterson the advantage on the ground. Erosa, for some reason, is at a minus 300 already. I think that's kind of crazy too.
But I just don't like Peterson's game that much, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of seeing a Peterson big upset in this one. I
I
can't.
mean, he had an upset in that crazy knockout that he had. I thought he was getting it. I thought he was getting clipped before that, but
Yeah, I think it's decent. I mean, so far I've looking at all these. We haven't really picked too many underdogs on this one. It's a lot of favorites, but I think I'm gonna ride with the underdog and Steven Peterson in this one.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it. I
Yeah.
could see it.
All right, we're gonna disagree on this one. Dan's gonna go Julian Erosa. I'm gonna go Steven.